I know a lot of people are stressed about their case because it's taking so long. They want to get things expedited, right? So whether you want DACA to be expedited, you want your immigrant petition to be expedited. In this case, it was an advance parole that the clients want expedited. And, in the past, there was like a simple solution. Simple, you get it within a few days. Sometimes you get it the day of, you work really hard, you spend half a day, you talk to an officer, they understand it, they approve it. Unfortunately, since COVID, the whole system of advanced parole, expediting advanced paroles, expediting reentry permits, expediting work permits has been just such a broken down system into which even if you get approved by the USCIS officer, even if they want to approve you, the system is so broken that they couldn't issue it. And that happened to many of our clients in the past. Getting an advanced parole expedited is not one of those huge success stories that deserve a whole dedicated video on it. But for us, it is just so important because it marks a time and place, right? Pre-COVID, we did a lot of it. Since COVID, it was just so hard to do that we almost advise people not to do it, can't do it, but just do it on your own. We can't do it. This client in 2026 just desperately needed to go back because their father was going to pass away. And so even though we told them during the consultation, look, probably not going to happen, it's just so messed up, they said, we just need to try. We can't give up. It's a humanitarian situation. The father might pass away. We filed it March 13th. Then in late March, we contacted USCIS twice. We talked to the officer. We were trying to contact them. They said they were going to call back. They didn't call back. It's an extremely annoying ordeal just to even call USCIS. But anybody who's tried it, no. But we did that twice. Then in early April, the client went to get Congress help, right? We said, you could do that. They have an office dedicated to helping people in your situation. It's not too complicated. You show up, you fill out the paperwork. They advise you, and they send an email to USCIS to try to get an update, right? So got Congressional help. It's free to the public, right? So, I mean, to the constituents. You can't just go to any Congress office, right? So go to the place where you live. They help you. They file it. That's in mid-April. Then in near late April, we advised the client to schedule an emergency InfoPass appointment to show up in person to get it. Now, we always do this as a last step because then we have all the things to show that we've tried every single way before we did the emergency InfoPass. In the past, pre-COVID, we used to just, in some emergency situations, we just go up into InfoPass and just directly do it with the client, and we argue and we present documents, and so a lot of times officers like, fine, give it. Because it's so hard to even get an appointment, when you go to the appointment, there's like 3, 4, 5 officers there, and there's like nobody there. It's crazy that in that situation, when there's nobody there and so many officers, they still don't approve it. The clients made the appointment, but before their actual appointment, the last week of April, the case got approved and mailed to us. So we filed it in March, mid-March. So it's about 6 weeks to get the approval. It's crazy how this is what it has led to, right? You first have to do an extensive expedite request. So we wrote out like 3-page attorney brief. We provided all the documents. We explained the medical condition abroad. We translated everything. We filed it. The client has already been waiting for a long time. They need to travel. We made the arguments with the supporting documents. Expedite request, filed it out. Congressional support, expedite appointment. And I didn't even count the endless amount of Emma chats that we did with USCIS website, right? And then within 6 weeks. Now, 6 weeks in the grand scheme of USCIS processing is actually quite short. That's why it's worthy of a success story right here in May of 2026, right? Because it's just so hard to get these days. The reason why it's so slow is because even if the field office approves it, it still has to be mailed out and created by USCIS and their advance parole agency and their contractors, right? Because USCIS, in all their wisdom, believes that it is faster and more efficient to contract it out instead of doing it themselves. But in reality, that slowed everything down. It took the power away from USCIS. Even if they want to approve something, they can't. So USCIS gets all the blame. The contractors still make the money. Is that the wise move? God knows, right? But this has been the past couple years. USCIS contracting out, the I-90s, the I-131s, the 765s. And so I don't know. I hope everybody who needs things expedited will go through this. And again, if you're just impatient or if you're just annoyed by hearing, oh, this is the process to go through, maybe you'll be, more patient, right? You'll just kind of give up. But in this case, the family, their dad is dying. They're willing to do anything to get the case processed, right? And so, anyways, Rebecca did this case. I'm so proud of her. And so I'm glad she was able to get it through. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call, reach out, book an appointment with her, talk about this case. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.